Alright, welcome back guys to GreedFall. We're gonna continue where we left off. It's obviously later in the day, it's a bit past 9 right now. Not doing too much of this. A little bit more to go for the game again. Or more, so I guess. Gotta go. Was there a way to... Okay, apparently not. So we head this way to the right, and okay. Ooh.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. To my help.
What the hell? What just happened?
To my help. And death to the others. You're running out of energy.
How do I... I forget how it said to switch over. V.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
I don't have any potions though. I have health potion, which I mean we should use anyway, so. What I'm curious about is why. How are there people just constantly attacking us? Like, does no one care? Like, legit, just no one cares that we're being attacked in the middle of alleys and shit. Can I actually hop this? Oh, I can.
Come all. Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could save your life.
Sire, I'm sorry.
Come
I'm afraid that I
closer
won't
now,
make for good
people.
company.
Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes.
Can't do anything here, so let's move on.
Will give you faith-healing systems. Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your best
Let's go in here. I guess we go this way then. Bit dark in here, but whatever. Alright.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kirk.
Oh.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are
Right.
you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never
We're asking you to do such a thing.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Alright. I was gonna question, what is with these hats? Is this the fashion then, or you take one side and just furl it up? It's kind of weird. So I want to look at was the attributes or talents. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need willpower then for sure. Because it's a bit ridiculous that we run out after, like, we can't even finish somebody off. We literally run out before that, so it's kind of annoying. Alright, so we have to go here then, find a way to move the cargo. What is with all these? Are these literally just points of interest? Okay. I thought they were like legit, like just quests everywhere. I was like, holy crap. Just sprint then. Old warehouses, so yeah, they're all just points of interest. That's good. I mean, it would have been cool if they were quests too, but honestly, that's a lot of quests I have to do, you know? Alright, see what we got here.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
It's a
Apologies
boat.
for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Alright, we'll do that. See about the cabin boy.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Okay,
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
okay. Who are his close friends?
Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Alright, merchandise.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
I like how we just said that in front of this guy. We should be good.
Be back soon, Captain.
We legit just talked about doing that in front of this dude. That's phenomenal. Warehouse guard stuff. So I added this one then. But I don't like is it's the only way I can actually like do anything there, so gotta make our way there best we can. Not like it's hard, it's just I'd like to be able to do something more. Oh hey, it's actually just right there. Easy stuff.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Last time.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Alright, enemies?
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Does he know
Damn.
anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Captain Vasco.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Alright.
I need to be going. Farewell.
She was almost of no use, honestly. He basically told us everything that the captain told us, so that's not much help. Let's, I assume this is the other guy. Yep, Lordo.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Let's find out.
You were a witness to the event.
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were, and I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain, No, I'm not telling him that. I still have some pride left.
Right. State of mind?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would he want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Okay. That's about Captain Vasco.
Captain Vasco.
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Alright.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Yeah. I think we're heading that way then. Alright. And this is what we're going to. It's cool too, so at the top there you can actually switch it over to other stuff as well. It's kind of neat. I think we're heading here. Maybe. What we want. Yep, this is it. Why? Okay, so I didn't steal that from somebody. GreedFall quest can casually be completed in several different ways. Sarda has more than one string in his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table will be some of the means to available to you to reach your goals. To improve in these areas, spin points in the corresponding talent tree or equipment that offers bonuses. Threats in combat are also options. Your enemies are not receptive to your talents. It feels weird though, just picking up gold. Like, oh hey, there's some gold here. I'm just gonna grab that. All right, let's speak to this guy.
Tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I don't know what that was. Ooh. No idea. Yeah.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Yeah, Constantine.
Looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intending celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Alright, let's see.
The
Examine.
furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Okay, so.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Okay, so how do I... Let's talk to him real quick.
Who are you?
Ooh.
I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does.
1 second real quick. Okay, I just want to make sure it's actually there still.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins.
Mercenary, basically.
They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal.
Canal?
Throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
What would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
So discover. I am innkeeper. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. Actually, go through this door? I can. Imagine that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Do that. Metal dowels. Wow. Oh god, we need more. Okay. Oh, we just completely stole those. Not sure what we're doing in here, but I don't care. Letter from an alchemist from Alsaid. Dear Arif, I'm genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you were hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused are now behaving as if the rules did not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments, and there's nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping low profile. I sincerely hope that you will eventually find some place where you can be at peace, your friend. No idea. Oh. I'm not high enough. Okay, fair enough. Just candles. Not trying to steal, just happened to be there. As I completely forgot I can actually walk, so I don't have to be like running around constantly. Doom, 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 doom. There's another room here as well, so let's see if there's anything in here. I want to make this feel like I'm just kind of naturally going through, you know? I want to feel like I'm just running around like an idiot. And I'm trying to make sure I see everything. It's key. just flat out stole from him. Okay, I'm just gonna steal your key, and I'm gonna break into your thing, and now we can fix it though, so that's kind of cool.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
No, you would not. I'm back.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow who could down his pint. Anything else?
Honestly, yeah, we're good to
I
go.
need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Not bad then. So we got what we needed. I'm happy. I really want to level up, honestly, but let's see. So Constantine, that's notify them. What? Wait, hold on. What is this? Never. So Constantine, tamper stuff. I say, why is this? Ooh, intuition. Hell yeah. I was curious why this constantly telling me I have stuff here. Back. I got new gloves, none of which are good, and can't really do anything with them right now. Bag, keeper's key, which I'm gonna keep. Oh, whoops, don't want to do that. Journal, side quests, that one. Find and confront the kidnappers. That's what I wanted. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're gonna try and do this, and that'll be the video. Fun times. Not where we want. Before we do anything, we're going to save. I also want to make sure, is there a game controls, stealth stance, camera, lock on target, blah 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 blah. We're looking for quick save, quick load. Okay, let's go ahead and make this F6. Haven't had to quick save and quick load in the game in a long time. Alright, this should be it.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Enter, please. I totally thought she was about to just walk through the wall. Why are you just looking at the wall? What's happening here? Also, is this not weird for a house? Like, you walk in and there's just nothing else but just go upstairs? Like, that's... were places like this originally? I don't know. What's up?
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter.
Maybe.
We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
So I'm guessing, I'm guessing it was his dad then that wanted him and he just said no? Let's find out.
I'm very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
I love the idea that just because they're in a tavern, they must all be drunk, right?
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
I'm honestly more annoyed at basically being told that, you know, oh, you're young and you're just an idiot. Like, well, fuck you too. Let's see, so we're... Oh, so we have to go all the way back down there, damn. But instead, I will end it here, guys. And I will see you in the next part where we find out more about the supposed contracts and whatnot.